Welcome to the series of learning sessions with Universe Professional Training. My name is Sohail and I'll be talking about risk planning for IT infrastructure projects. This is first of the two lessons that I'll be talking on this subject. What is should be considered as a risk, and especially for the infrastructure projects? As we know that all business critical applications, may it be financial, manufacturing application, online, large applications, they all reside on some kind of infrastructure. They are complex and they are large. We need to have a solid plan before starting a project, and that plan should have the probability of its risk occurring, its impact, and an owner of that risk. How to build that plan, we'll discuss during that lecture. Why do we need a risk plan? Why we cannot deal with a risk as it arises and take care of the associated issues surrounding that risk. Uh, Not a good way to handle a project, as if we do the due diligence at this very onset of a project related to IT infrastructure, or may it be an application deployment, or maybe an upgrade to an existing platform. Over the period of time, researchers have shown that a well-designed risk management plan has significantly reduced the problems that may be faced or encountered during the project, maybe in the middle or early stages or later in the project. So it's whatever methodology we use, may it be Prince or Waterfall or PMI, they all talk about and recommend and strongly profess the need for having a solid and well worked out risk management plan. Sooner we do it, better it is. During the early stages, if we form a team and discuss the possible risk and work out the method to deal with them and build a mitigation plan, that will help us to prepare ourselves for that risk to occur. Businesses are very appreciative of this technique, and they emphasize on having a risk plan at the very onset of the project. Now, uh, with regards to IT infrastructure, let's quickly talk about the typical risk in any IT projects. At the top of the list, I would say the legacy platforms or unsupportable or end of life hardware and software. Uh, they pose issues when we are running a project, and that risk or the set of risks should be noted and discussed at the as part of the risk plan. Again, the since the structure infrastructure is old, and the new application and they are unaware of the security risk associated with them, they are vulnerable. So we need to have a detailed discussion and really focus on the security gaps related to those set of platforms. I'm not necessarily saying that the new platforms do not pose security gaps. Security is definitely an important factor that takes a space in the risk plan. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is the incompatibilities within the platforms or the type of hardware and software. Um, we don't want to get surprised because of the incompatibilities or inconsistencies. Those need to be discussed and registered, and when we are getting the or building the plan, the building the project plan, they should form part of our planning. The next thing is about the resources. In many of the organizations, the resources, they are sometimes, not all the time, sometimes they are not technically trained for that particular application, or they are focused on a typical scenario that they had encountered or experienced in past projects. We need to take those people out of their mindset, and if there are any issues related to those should be registered in the risk plan, or if there are any gaps related to the availability of optimal skill set, those should form part of the risk plan. Project team at times are not aware of the organization policies and processes. If there is a lack of understanding, that may pose a risk. Too much or too little or irrelevant documentation, we all come across this issue. Should be considered thoroughly. Innovations in technology are exploding every single day. We come across a new gadget or a device like iPhone or iPad or Blackberries, and Windows new applications, multimedia, and you name them, and we come across the new technologies every single day. They are both opportunities as well as threats for the project, but in reality, they are considered as positive or negative risk for the projects. They should form part of the plan. Project creep is another issue. The requirements keep changing. All requirements, if they are not captured at the early stage of the project, they may likely to add time and quality degradation if we do not do due diligence at the early stages of the project. And lastly, I would say the market conditions need to be kept in view as well with regards to availability of hardware, software, and resource skill sets. This was just a brief overview of what the typical risk could be. In the next lesson or the next tutorial, I'll be talking about best way to write a comprehensive risk management plan, and how we can track them, how we can assign the probability of that risk occurring, rate them, and track them. Thank you for listening to this lesson, and stay tuned for the second session of the same series. Bye for now.